Okay, something a little different today. I often at this time will spin a record, and sometimes I think, well, what is exactly the point? Because you can go on YouTube and listen to the record. So I'm going to share a few stories, and if people find it interesting, they do, and if not, I won't do any more. But a couple of little stories in my head, and I wanted to relate some of these because I've got a lot of younger friends now into this music, and a lot of the things, funny little stories over the past didn't seem particularly interesting to retell. But as I get asked more and more to repeat things, I figured we'd share a few. And I want to tell you a brief one about the time I met one of my rockabilly heroes, Al Ferrier. He was somebody who recorded for Excello, Hey Baby, Gold Band, and in the 70s, his career got a bit of a resurgence with the Rockabilly revival. And one of the first albums I ever saw by him was this one. There he is there in the 70s. He made some great stuff for Jay Miller down in Louisiana, and I've always been a massive fan. I mean, that album was one of my favorite albums. I loved it. It was rural rockabilly. Um, this is something I bought in the early 80s, mid 80s, something like that. Played it to death. Now, Al Ferrier was playing the Viva Las Vegas Festival. I guess it's about 5 years ago. I can't remember exactly how long it was. And I knew he was playing there, and I was excited to maybe see him. And I took actually this album in case I could get it signed. So I was a vendor there for many years, and so the one day it was, I can't remember which day it was, I was in the vendor hall setting up the table. So it was early on in the festival. I'm getting everything organized. I'm the only person at my stall. There's people rushing around setting everything out. And I'm aware in my periphery vision of a large man walking in with a smaller man. Now, my memory is kind of foggy at times, but in my mind, if you've seen Smokey and the Bandit, in my mind, it's like the Jackie Gleason sheriff and his little buddy, but it probably wasn't how it looked. And when someone looks, they're walking in and they're like looking for help. So I think I'm going to help the guy because I'm sort of working here. So I walk up and I'm thinking maybe, I wonder who that is. And I say, "You look like you need some help, sir. Can I help you?" And he says, "Where the hell is Tom Ingram?" I'm like, "Well, it's a very busy festival. I saw him this morning in his office. His office is, where is Tom Ingram? I need to talk to Tom Ingram." I'm like, "Well, his office. I tell you what, sir, I've got his number. I'll try and call him for you." I said, "Can I ask, what's your name?" He said, "I'm Al Ferrier, the goddamn king of rockabilly." To which I said, "All right, your highness, let me see if I can get him on the blower for you." And that was my meeting with my rockabilly hero, Al Ferrier. And I didn't ask him to sign the album. He's dead now. It's a shame. But, I've still got his albums.